All right, I'm really sick and tired of teaching these retarded kids.
but, all right. So now you get to work from home. I came over today and he was home. I'm like, what's he doing?
I was
home?
already home.
And he was naked. Were you teaching naked?
Well, I can just turn off the video.
What? Is that allowed to?
But they could probably hear me touching myself. No, I was fully clothed while teaching.
No. Did you think about should I even put on pants or no, that's too
Yeah.
risky?
Yeah, that does slip through your mind. Where I could just wear my shirt. It's nice working from home. I wish we could have done it earlier.
Shit.
But I think the company was like, we can risk their lives a few more weeks. We were actually teaching online courses from the workplace last week. Which is why? I'm asking you.
Why?
Why does that? How does that make sense?
It don't, man. Just work from home.
And it's funny because these moms don't know how computers work at all.
Oh, yeah.
They'll call the school and they're like, "Why can't I sign on?" And we're like, "It's not open yet." How would I know when it's open? We told you the time. Are you okay?
You guys are using Zoom, the thing?
Zoom is pretty good.
Okay.
Shout out to Zoom because it's not Skype. Skype is the opposite of Zoom. It doesn't work at all.
So you get to teach from home for 3 days. No, 4 days. 3 days.
I don't know.
And you have to go in 2 days.
Our school, this is annoying. Each school's different.
Oh.
I guess they're leaving it up to the managers. Do you want your teachers to get sick? More or less? We'll go for more. One teacher was teaching from home, way before we were even talking about it. So it's why did she get that?
She probably complained.
There's no consistency.
You just gotta complain more I don't want this Corona shit. I'm out.
I really thought about saying all right, I quit, because they'd be like, ooh, we don't have anybody now. Okay.
Now's the time to play some hardball. Be like, all right,
20 more yen a month. How about your job? Are you teaching the kids?
So now, because it's a fucking goddamn preschool daycare, they refuse to close. The afternoon eikaiwas shit stopped, but
do you still get paid for that?
Yeah, well, I was running numbers, and we only really get paid for the preschool. No, I was actually running numbers. I was doing some research, and 4 students. That's how much is one teacher's monthly salary.
Okay.
And so then you have to take in mind sometimes we have 10 to 20, 30 students. So I'm wait.
In one day?
Yeah, so I'm getting fucking played.
Oh, okay.
And then you're wait a minute, what the fuck am I doing the eikaiwas for anyway?
Well, it's because they want that time. You worked 8 hours. They don't care about how much work you put into it.
But it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, kids are a lot of work.
Man, and so and it's funny, parents keep complaining the teachers aren't wearing the mask properly. I'm just take your fucking kid out to school already.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to bitch and complain.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the kids are probably touching the virus anyways. Wearing a mask isn't going to help that.
Yeah.
I just never wore the mask.
I'm never a mask guy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But so now that you're working from home, is it becoming a thing where why don't I just make this the normal thing?
Yeah.
Even when this shit blows over, you'll be wait a minute, I'm not going back in.
Yeah, I know it's maybe they'll open up online courses in the future, but I seriously doubt that. They'll probably just go back to normal, which is annoying where it's you could be making more money if you just had online courses as well. A lot of kids would do that.
Yeah.
They actually pay better attention in front of the screen when you can click around.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm in class, they're just but right. It's if you're can you see this? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay.
Good. You guys never answered me that fast. What the fuck?
So I don't know. I figure it'll go back to normal and we'll be hating our jobs again. My company is like, be sure to take work home with you, and you can do work in between classes. It's like, no, this is a full day's worth of teaching. There's no breaks. I'm not going to spend the little time between classes doing more work.
That's just that's the opposite of working from home. Shit.
And they're so suspicious of it. I feel like these companies think they're doing us a favor by letting us work from home. It's like, we're doing you a favor by not leaving the country.
Yeah.
Like, you should appreciate us more.
College are fucking crazy, man.
They really are.
Yeah. You literally just built this. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, that's a whole nother
The
tangent.
gears are turning.
We're not there yet. Hold on. So what else are we talking about here? So yeah, also my current preschool eikaiwa, I want to get the fuck out of there.
Already?
Yeah, like, this is a funny thing. I always talk about how much I hate eikaiwas. So mainly I started this one because of the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Because the last, I guess what we call it, work cycle, I was doing like 2 jobs and shit. And you know,
for a while you had no jobs.
Something like that. And then like you're like, all right, like let me just focus on one job and get that lump sum of cash.
Okay.
But then you ever hear the quote, the juice ain't worth the squeeze?
The Jews aren't pulling their weight? Is that what you said?
They pulling their weight.
You need to squeeze them? Okay. Wow, that's surprising. Okay. So what is it? The juice?
Yeah. The juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Okay, so
You never heard it before?
well, I hate sayings.
Oh, what? I love sayings.
Except for cow jumped over the moon. That one's pretty good. That one's obvious. Okay, so yeah, so the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Do you get it? You get it?
Yeah.
Explain it to the audience.
Okay, so you want a tasty beverage, but you got all these fruits. So you got to squeeze it. You put in the effort. You're squeezing it. But when you drink it, it's not as delicious as you'd hoped.
Yeah, it's like you have to do a whole bunch of fucking work. And you're like, oh.
The amount of effort put in doesn't equal what you get. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the amount of effort doesn't equal, like, wow, what the fuck, man? And this is what this preschool is. They are. I mean, just imagine how a normal preschool in your own language, how hard that shit would be.
Ooh, okay.
Now add a whole different language factor to it.
And the scam of getting money from the parents.
The scam of getting money.
Yeah.
A staff of all women.
Ooh, that's rough.
And your manager is a crazy woman.
And mine too. Wow.
And you want to fucking flip out every fucking day, basically.
Dude, this last week, I've almost freaked out like every day.
It's like
tensions are high.
Yeah, man, tensions. I'm like every day I'm like, ooh, like I try to, and I'm like, because I didn't like the fucking job to begin with. That's another thing. Like, first week of that job, I was like, ooh. I was like, oh, I don't know about this.
Oh my. Okay.
I went against my own judgment. Well, actually, I didn't think it was ever going to be good, but I was like, Brendan, just do it for the cash. First week, I was like, ooh, I don't know. Ooh.
Why? What was so bad about it?
They just want you to do the most. Like, it's not good enough just to be there or be foreign or just make sure the kids are okay and having fun. You gotta just keep pushing. It's like,
oh, really?
They're getting every cent out of you. You don't feel like you're coming above anything.
But it's like, you already got their money. Like, the parents seem to be happy with how I'm doing. Why do you want me to be more than that?
But because they do that, the parents like, oh, this company always wants to show off. So now parents bitch a lot also.
Oh, okay. That's the same with us.
Yeah. So instead of the company just saying, hey, look, like, this is our standard. What to do is the company's dancing for Look, man, people are fucking crazy.
Yeah, especially parents.
Yeah, and you can't dance for every goddamn parent. So 1 minute the company's like, oh, we're going to be serious. And then, hey, be goofy. I'm like,
yeah.
And this should, I've literally had talkings with my manager like, you need to be more serious and follow the schedule. I was like, okay. The second day, literally, she's like, you don't need to follow the schedule.
Oh, God.
I was like, You know, you just grilled me about being serious.
Wow, really?
Just yesterday.
Huh.
It's like, why don't we just make your standard and say, and you present it to parents like, hey, this is what we are. If you don't like it, then don't come here.
Yeah.
But they'll never do that because they want the fucking money.
Yeah, and it's weird. That's hard to do because it's like, what if you get two moms? One who's like, oh, you should be goofy, and then one who's like, oh no, you need to be serious.
And that's what happens.
Which position do you play? Where it's like, can't I just be me?
Yeah, they're trying to play all positions,
But that's the problem with Japanese companies in general. The employees are basically dog shit, and the customer is basically God. So you have to do whatever to get that money. It's not just teaching; it's anywhere.
And sometimes the money ain't worth it. Sometimes, man, the money just ain't worth it. So Friday, I got really annoyed, so I hit up a local gaijin friend who is really good at getting jobs. I was like, man, is any place hiring? He was like, yeah, apparently my AOT boss, he's looking for a guy for high school.
Oh.
And I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but high school is probably my favorite job I ever did.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, hit this motherfucker up. So I sent him a message. He was like, send me your resume. And I got
cover letter.
Yeah, no cover letter. Thank God.
Just a nude photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully, I'll probably see him the coming week. And
for an interview.
Yeah, if he says it's all good, I'm like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
So the high school's like, oh sure, we'll just open up, even though there's a pandemic.
Oh, not till May the 25th.
May 25th. Oh, so you can ride out and then May 24th be like, see you.
Yeah. Be like.
Do you get paid the 25th, or when do you get paid each month?
Oh, from the current job, it's the 10th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Japan's weird. They don't pay you for 2 weeks. They pay you for 1 month.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Well, I had this discussion with my sister. I'll say, you can pay me once a year if the money
adds up.
So, like, if you're getting $1 million, you don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, but that's $1 million.
But if
you have to budget,
yeah, back to reality and budgeting. If you don't, everyone here is making around the high mid. How you say it? 2500s, 2800s.
Okay.
That's not a.
I always flip it to dollars for this. About 2,000 a month is the lowest you'll get. But I've seen ones that are like, you can get 1,800, and it's like, who's living off of that in Japan? And the highest I've seen, but this is for private, is like 3,000 a month.
Yeah, I've seen, but that's probably private. I've never seen. I've never met anyone that got that.
Their standards are ridiculous. It's like you have to be a robot. Like, I'm a perfect robot. This is the English we will learn today.
You have to have so many skills to the point where it's like, I don't think people with these kind of credentials are gonna work here.
Yeah, like some positions are like, you will be an English science teacher. I'm like, whoa. Where are you going to find these people? They're teaching science back home.
I'm going to go to Japan where I can be the minority and be treated like shit.
Like, all right, get your beakers, kids. Like,
I left my home country for this.
The food sure is good.
What were you on? Oh, we were talking. Oh, yeah, the monthly. Yeah, monthly. Yeah, that's around the area.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's not enough for once a month. It's really hard.
Well, when you, yeah, it'd be different if we live. Well, we do live here. It would be different because Japanese people live with their parents, so they probably don't have a problem making that much money a month.
Yeah.
But for people who have to pay bills and rent and whatnot, that doesn't really work.
Hard for saving and shit.
Do you think Japan is an expensive country to live in?
I don't think it's any more. Oh, okay. Here's another thing. It's not that it's expensive. It's just that it's not cheap.
Oh.
Ooh. All right. So follow me on this one.
Okay.
So we're American. So if we go to South America, Brazil or Cancun, the dollar stretches very far there.
Mm.
Like, people will be like, damn, man, look at all I got for this much money. Good food, cheap-ass hookers, you know?
Yeah.
And also, let's do an Asian country.
Korea. Because Korea's supposed to be cheap, but I was always in the tourist spots, and they were pretty expensive.
I was going to go with Thailand. Or you
sure.
go there,
okay.
The dollar stretches very far.
Mm.
Cheap hookers.
Cheap ladyboys.
Cheap ladyboys.
On a side note, I know a guy who goes to the local bar, the one across the street.
Yeah.
He has a wife and kids, but he like just fucks ladyboys.
Wait, the one with the bartender?
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
There's a patron that comes in like almost every day.
Mm.
And when I met him, he's like, yeah, I have a wife and kids. I'm like, okay. He's like, but I go to Thailand or Philippines and I just fuck ladyboys.
Shit.
I'm like, do they know about this? And he's like, I don't know, maybe. And then I'm like, well, what do you do? He's like, well, I don't work anymore. I'm like, how do you afford these trips then? He's like, I just quit working. He never explained how this works out.
I just quit working. Yeah. How do you make your money?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's offensive to ask him more questions. He's pretty open. Everyone knows he's the guy that fucks ladyboys. And he's like, yeah, I went there the other week. It was great. Fucked 2 or 3 ladyboys.
He just wants it out there, man. He's like, I don't even want to hide this shit.
I asked him why. He's like, oh, they're more, what is it? Sympathetic or empathetic than like Japanese women hookers or Japanese women, I guess. Which makes sense, I guess.
Hey, Patrice said that the same thing about Brazilian hookers. So,
oh, yeah. King Patrice.
Bring him over, man. You seem like an alright guy. Let's go out for drinks.
Who, Patrice?
Not that. The guy at the ladyboy fucker.
Ish. I don't...
Is he an old guy or a young guy?
I think he's either late 30s or early 40s. He doesn't do much at the bar. He just kind of sits there, and then every once in a while he'll be like, I fuck ladyboys. I'm like, okay. Yeah. We know this already. What else do you do? But the dollar. The Thai money stretch, or the dollar stretches far in Thailand.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, like, when a lot of people say Japan's expensive, it's not. It's just that the dollar is almost an exact conversion. So, if you have 100 American and you come to Japan, you're going to have...
Roughly.
It's the same shit. And stuff is not expensive, but, like, it's not a poor country, so it's like, you know, if you spend the plane ticket to get here, which is going to be pretty high.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, time to enjoy myself. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, I mean, because if you want, like, good sushi, you'll have to pay some money.
Yeah.
It's a regular costing country. Yeah, that's not what you want when you go on vacation.
Yeah, I'd say food is relatively cheap. You can get a decent meal for about $10, $15. But I think electronics here are fucking outrageously expensive.
Oh, yeah, well, those are definitely expensive, yeah.
But I think they're made in Japan, so that makes sense. Where America's like, we don't care if it breaks, just give it to me for $2. So you're paying for it to last, I guess.
Paying the people like, oh, you just don't have China build this for you guys? Okay.
Yeah, I guess not. It's closer than it is to America.
You know, those tensions. those tensions.
Okay, so
back to
anything else work related recently?
Let me just rant about eikaiwas again for a minute, because I hate fucking eikaiwas. It's such like
horse shit,
man. Like, it's like a Japanese person. I was like, okay, I want to make some money.
Yeah, I'm
going to use these other people that are too lazy to study English themselves. Yeah, which is really the only way to learn a language. You have to do some self-learning. You can't learn it in the classroom. It
basically just watch movies and listen to music. You will be a fluent English speaker.
It doesn't make sense to go to a classroom full of other Japanese people and hear bad pronunciation. That's going to fuck you up more.
I always love hearing Japanese people speak English to each other. like we're communicating, since we're doing online lessons on the cell phones, but they still speak to each other in English, and they're like, did did a thing happen in a classroom today? And I'm like, ooh, that's rough. You're the manager of an English school. And then the other guy will respond like, a thing may have happened, but I am not aware of such happenings. You're like, ooh, keep going. This is great.
It looks like your money's stretching far, man.
Or when they try to speak to the kids, and I'm like, the kids are probably really confused, hearing broken English squawked at them. But, sorry to interrupt you. Where were we?
That was funny. And then,
well, then it was worth saying.
Yeah. And then what? Shit. No, it wasn't worth it.
Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry.
With you. And so, yeah, it's already, their intentions is, all right, like, I can't blame a company for wanting to make money. That's why you make a company.
Yeah, of course.
But the initial foundation intentions be like, I'm going to use these people to get money, and they ain't going to learn.
Right, yeah.
So you're already starting off bad. And then you're like, okay, well, I need foreigners to sell this thing.
And that's how they sell it. I'll see signs that say, like, Japanese blah, 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 and American blah, blah, blah. Like, we have Japanese politeness and American will teach you Englishness or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
But that's the selling point is we have foreigners. So.
And it's so most English-speaking American foreigners don't come from. It's not like no offense, but it's not like getting a Hispanic to work at a construction company. Come on, man! Don't look at me like that.
Okay, wait. Can you say that one more time?
Like you have to. It's a higher. You have to get decent people. Oh my God. Hold on. See,
no Mexicans. I haven't seen one Mexican in Japan. Do you think,
I love Mexico. Hold on.
Do you think
he fucked me up?
Do you think they know better? Like, keep these people out. Build a wall. We got a whole ocean. Okay, I'm gonna stop making jokes.
All right. What I'm saying is, you have to. An American is not leaving his country because it's like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or
okay.
He's not like, oh my God, this country's, there's bad stuff I gotta get out.
Right,
like,
yeah, okay.
It's like, oh, okay, I'll go to Japan. And your whole Japan's what, 98% Asian and Japanese?
Yeah.
So you already started a company off of we have foreigners to talk to.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you get the foreigners.
Yeah.
Which is, there's a lot, but there's not a lot. It's like, you're really playing.
There's enough to keep these businesses going. Let's just say.
And you're really playing hardball because at any point, a person like, I'm just gonna go back home, man. Like.
Yeah, I wonder what the ratio of like people coming to going is.
Yeah.
It's probably more coming in than going, but there's a lot of people that only last a year or less.
Especially with Corona, that's going to factor in too. So then you, but you treat all your foreigner staff like shit.
Yeah.
And you underpay them, so it's like you're really playing with fire here, man. On this.
Yeah, it is weird where you're propping up like, look what we have, and then you're just like, but we hate them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, we have foreigners.
Like sometimes my private students will ask me questions that are kind of personal, like you like this job, and I'll just be like, whoo, and like they understand. I feel like oh, they're just doing it to keep living here.
And you brought up a point I forgot.
Yeah.
And your staff, the foreign staff, is only doing the job because they have to.
Right. Yeah.
And so you have to be a crazy motherfucker to build a business around these concepts.
I guess the difference with the analogy of like if you treat, say, Mexican laborers poorly, is there's more people always coming in. Yeah. You can find people whenever you need to replace someone. Whether or not that's right or not is a different question. But here, there's not more people coming in. It's just like we have this circle of guys that still live here. So, okay.
And so I fucking hate eikaiwas and every boss I get pissed. I've never had
A
a
good
good
boss.
experience at an eikaiwa.
The foreign bosses aren't even nicer though.
The
They're
foreign
like,
boss is sometimes worse.
yeah, they're like, "Ooh, but I got this position, so now I can treat you badly."
Like, ooh, goody, now I'm in a position. I sucked a lot of dick to get here.
Yeah, there was one guy when I was at the junior high school. I was like, "How did you get hired on as like the head guy for the foreigners, or did you work your way up?" I don't think he ever talked about working. He might have just got hired on as that, but he was kind of an asshole. The guys under him were okay, but they were still like, we're not just teachers now. We also teach, but
Yeah.
we didn't get out of it 100%.
We didn't get out. We still gotta teach, but
And they were always, this was at junior high school in Japan. They don't pay janitors to clean; they just have the kids clean, which I guess is teaching them a lesson.
But let me slide in one thing here.
Okay.
And it's very obvious that the kids are cleaning the place.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
A lot of people.
It does not look nice.
A lot of people are like, oh my god, the kid's clean. If you go in there, like, oh yeah, kids clean this place. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and by clean I mean they have a damp rag and they rub the wooden floors. And it's like, ooh. When I worked there, so it's basically these 4 kids clean the floor, these kids clean the board, these kids move the chairs around, and it's easy. It's not a lot of work. So afterwards, I would talk to them in English, and I was like, "Oh, good, they're actually getting lessons. Like we're finished. Just hang out and talk." The vice principal came up to me and goes, "This is not English time. This is cleaning time." And I was like, "What are you talking about? We're finished." He's like, "You cannot speak English to them." I'm like, "We're finished." And he's like, "This is not English time." So I just walked away. I was like, he's still shouting at me. I was like, all right, I'm just going to go away now. But that was so stupid. It was like, we're done cleaning. We're waiting for you, you slow asshole. Do your job.
Did he complain to your company after that?
I think he did complain. And then I think one of the English teachers was like, this is cleaning time. I'm like, we were done. He's like, I know, just say you're sorry. I think I had to apologize to him too. That's big in Japan, is like, even if you don't mess up, you still have to apologize.
With that, like, they're really, it's a sensitive, like, people are like, oh no, it's respect. No, that's some sensitive ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
give me that apology, that doesn't mean anything. It's like,
Yeah, I know.
like, I don't, like, I thought you guys were supposed to be so sophisticated or proper, like,
Yeah, like, but
but you still want a fake ass an apology?
yeah, I always wonder about that, because from our perspective, it's obviously fake. You need to do it so you can go home. But I wonder, like, in old Japan, were they more? Because I feel like older people here are pretty polite, but younger people are just like, I don't
I don't know about all of that.
Well, not polite, but like, I feel like they actually, when they say konnichiwa, they mean it. But here, when younger people say that, they're just like, I have to say the konnichiwa. I actually like older Japanese people better than younger.
It's always a
Well,
depending
depending on the person.
it goes back and forth. One time it's like, ooh, okay, older people, we fuck younger people. Then it's like, nah, fuck
No, come
young
on.
people, fuck older people.
Yeah.
Hey, college fucking suck. Don't do it.
Okay, keep talking. I guess.
I think I just made all my points though. Really, like.
But you need to spend time while you go get more beer.
Can you grab me one too, please?
I mean, mineral water. We're not drinking alcohol.
So it's just they're just very annoying, and I mean, at least with the AOT thing, like I know, like if you had some trouble with your boss, at least I would say with dispatch companies, they'll steal your money, but at least there's this is actually going to kind of sound weird because there's different people to answer to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to get stuck.
Okay.
Only with one crazy boss.
Right.
Or there might be like if you have a crazy Japanese principal, at least you're like, wait, can I talk to him like this? He might not be 100% sure.
Yeah. I've found that most principals, and I've only had the one, so I don't know why I'm saying this, are pretty cool people.
I said that too.
They're
agree.
not bad. They're just doing their job, and they're, But the one, when I quit the junior high school, like on the last day, they had me do a speech, and I was like, you should have told me this beforehand. So I had to go up on the stage, and I was like, thank you for letting me teach here. And then I was like, I don't know what to say. So I was like, I met some crazy students. And then afterwards, one kid came up to me, and he goes, when you said crazy students, were you talking about me? And I was like, yes. And he's like, oh, I knew.
I knew.
That is one positive, is that kids are out of their fucking minds. And you can get some crazy stories.
Yeah.
But, okay. Oh, principals. Yeah, they're not so bad.
Yeah.
But when you work as a eikaiwa, it's literally, I have to see this crazy lady every day, and it doesn't get better.
It doesn't get better.
And the company doesn't do anything because they're making money.
They're like, oh, our stock price is going up, so, shut the fuck up and do your job.
So your situation has only changed a little bit recently as far as Corona? They've only stopped the eikaiwa stuff?
Yeah. Sometimes, they did give us an option. Like, they were like, hey, if you are worried about Corona and coming on the train, we can give you, like, 60% of your salary and you can stay home. And I was like, oh, no, I'll just stay here. But now I'm like, I should have took that fucking deal.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't even have to work, but they'll just give you 60% of your salary.
How long does that last, though? Is that a month or is that forever?
I think till, like, May 6th or something, like, after Golden Week.
Should have taken it.
I should have. Man.
60%. Well, do you have outstanding bills or anything?
I got bills, but it's not like I can go spend a lot of money anyway.
Yeah.
So
do you have any parking tickets or?
I was like, I might as well I should have just taken the money and jerked off at home.
I mean, that's what you're doing anyways.
Getting fucking bitched at every day, so I'm like, shit.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
Before I found this new job, I was thinking about saying, like, first, I'm going to take that 60% deal. Yeah. And then like when it's over, then quit.
Oh, okay, that would be great. Yeah. My company didn't even offer that. They're like, you're still coming in. We don't care if you die. I think maybe one person might have already caught it, which is like that's just gonna spread to the whole company, and then everyone's gonna die. So
the thing is, these eikaiwas, they make a lot of money. Don't let them fool you.
They make a lot of money, but then they pretend like they're going bankrupt. Yeah. They're like, we need new students. And we're like, there's a pandemic. We can't allow strangers into the school. Like, no, it's fine. Just get 20-minute lesson. Just give them a 20-minute. Like, okay. So. Yeah. Do you have any past stories? We already did one podcast about working in Japan. We covered a lot in that, but like we obviously didn't get finished.
There's something you said earlier today. Before we had this thing, I was like, wait, save that for the podcast.
Was it the slave thing?
Nah. Oh, you were standing right there. You were you said something, or
was I dancing and singing?
Interesting. See,
black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
You said something. And I was like, yo, say that for the podcast. We were talking about, it wasn't the eikaiwa thing, or was it?
Was it work related? I think I already said that.
Shit. I forgot.
All right.
How's Mike?
Mike? Oh, Skinhead Mike? My brother?
Skinhead? He's not bald?
That's a joke.
Does he?
It's a very esoteric joke that only I understand. Yeah.
All right. Is he on vacation or
No, they're teaching. America apparently said, "Oh, we have a pandemic. Let's close the schools and then start doing online lessons immediately." Japan was like, "Let's just close the schools and then go shopping." So. All right.
30 minutes. All right. Like and subscribe. If you want to work in Japan, just know eikaiwas are hell. Looks like the waiter's coming with our food.